Duel Review is brought to you by NexusDigitalComics.com. On today's Duel Review, it's Black Lagoon, the anime, and a little bit about the manga. I'm RJ.
And I'm Nick.
Let's get to it.
Welcome to Thursday the 26th of January. We're doing the anime Black Lagoon.
That's right. 2006 was the run of the anime. Manga has been around for a while, since 2003, I think. It's much beloved in Japan, 4 million copies sold and whatever. The anime...
Can I interrupt you? I have a confession to make.
Seasons.
I have a confession to make. RJ told me to get past the first couple episodes because he said that I would not like them and that it gets really good after. I did not make it past the first two. I hit play and I tried so hard to watch them, but there was just so much other stuff to do in my house, so I couldn't.
And I also didn't say really good. I just said good. I like it. Again, the first couple episodes are really rough, so he's going to say he doesn't like it because he didn't like the first couple episodes, and I understand. While I don't want it to trivialize the fact that I like it, because there are lots of fun character pieces in there. Let's just start with the story. So, Black Lagoon is basically about a group of mercenaries. It's a little bit Cowboy Bebop, but there's a lot of foul language, a lot of murder, death, that sort of thing.
Murder, death, kill.
Right off the bat, the reason to watch the first couple episodes, besides story, is just that it's the first opportunity to listen to the awesome song. The theme song is so kick-ass.
I did love that.
The music is actually pretty good, I think. Yeah. I mean, it ends with this weird, 80s sting or something. But anyway, the music is pretty rocking. And then they have this English in between that's just phenomenally funny.
Yes.
It's hilarious.
Yes, it is.
It's, you make me violate you no matter who you are.
That was actually really good.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
So it just on and on.
You also told me that there was a band, like a heavy metal band, who did
on YouTube there's a video of kind of like a gothy Japanese band that did this song, and they sing the same lyrics. It's only done in English.
It's not like it's sang. It's not like it's being sung in Japanese
and then
translated through subtitle. It's all sang in English, but just horrible English.
Right. Well, and it's just odd enough. Like they try to, I think they're trying to use some colloquialisms and it just doesn't quite make sense. So it's just a joy to watch. It's really fun. Yeah. And like I say, the music is good. So anyway, that's the best part of the whole thing, honestly.
In my opinion.
In any opinion, I think. It's honestly the best thing. I could watch that over and over and over again. It's like the one anime I don't flip through the beginning because I want to watch it every time. Having said that, the first season, there's only 2 seasons of anime. The second one almost got canceled completely, and I understand because the first season's kind of rough, especially half of it. The first
first 2 episodes.
First episode especially, it has some ridiculous stuff in it, like a boat gaining air and shooting torpedoes into a helicopter.
It hits another boat and then uses that air to fly up and then shoots torpedoes at the helicopter.
That's pretty silly.
Which, if it was done by Bruce Willis, would be totally awesome.
There's a couple more that are kind of ridiculous, the second and third one, but it starts getting better and better, especially when they start introducing other characters. The mercenary group is Revy, which is the girl. She's a foul-mouthed killing machine, nicknamed Two Hands because she has dual pistols.
Yeah, that's why she's named Two Hands.
It is. And Dutch, who is kind of the jet character, if you're familiar with Cowboy Bebop, he's the leader. And then Benny, who's the smart, laid-back one. Right. And then Rock, who... in the first couple episodes, the mercenaries are doing a job. He gets caught in the middle and basically gets abandoned by his company, and he decides to stay with the mercenaries. You take exception with that. You don't remember it quite the way I do.
How does he get abandoned by his company? All he has to do is say, I was taken hostage, and then go back. They even give him opportunity to leave. He's like, okay, well, we don't need a hostage anymore. You can go. And he's like, no, I got nothing better to do. Stockholm Syndrome. I'm going to stay.
Well, the reason that he stays is because he doesn't have anything left, because his company sold him out, left him hanging to dry. They just let him have it, and so he kind of sees this world as a possible, departure, obviously. But I think it's kind of romantic to him. Like he sees Revy and he doesn't understand her. I think he wants to understand her. Anyway, I think there's a lot more to it. And as the anime goes, if you would have gotten past the first couple episodes, you start seeing him chip away at Revy's tough exterior, because in the first episode she's a loudmouth and you don't like her at all.
She is so annoying.
I don't mind her that much, but the second and third, like the second episode and I think the third episode, she is just kill crazy because she regresses. Like Rock is kind of calling her out for being, you know, violent and like, why don't you think of people and what's wrong with you? And she just becomes extra killy until you know, Dutch kind of slaps her around like, look, you know, you can't keep doing this. We need to keep our heads together and whatever. Right. So she's kind of the loose cannon, and eventually she starts getting chipped away. In the second season, she meets somebody that is tougher than her, and she kind of falls in for him a little bit. Not that I'm really into the love thing, but it definitely softens her, and it changes her dynamic because she's not sure of herself.
Okay.
And I don't know. The reason to watch this, as far as I'm concerned, is that every other episode there's a new character. There's a gun running nuns, you know. There's a housekeeper that is like an ex-gorilla, like totally tough chick.
Gorilla spelled Guerilla.
Whatever. Then there's an Irish guy that's behind the wheel that's always high, and then he teams up with this English girl, which Revy calls Chingrish. She's, I don't know, whatever. She uses blades, whereas Revy uses guns. She uses blades. So there's always this kind of tit for tat, one-upsmanship between the two of them.
I think guns win.
I think there's a lot of fun to be had with this anime if you don't take it too seriously, and if you don't mind a lot of killing and a lot of swearing.
See, I don't. I love killing and swearing. That's what I live by. But just, I could not get past the first couple episodes.
So the first couple episodes, the only reason I didn't tell him to skip it completely is because it kind of gives context. And apparently I should have just told you to skip them completely because you don't care about the context. Or it doesn't
you should have said start with like episode 6.
Yeah, well, like 4 and 5. It's like the last of the season. 4 and 5 are okay because you start with this kind of neo-Nazi group that's looking for a painting. That's fun. That's a lot of fun. And you start seeing Rock chip away at Revy, and you get an interesting dynamic there because she's, you know, this stone cold killer, and she just, you know, she's robbing corpses and grave robbing and all that stuff, and he's like, you know, he's taking medals. She's taking medals off of Nazis, and he's like, stop, you know, like, what are you going to do with those? They're like, I'm going to sell them, you know, they're worth something. And he's like, well, you know, who deserves them more than these? I mean, these are awarded to these guys, even though they're Nazis, which is kind of weird. But anyway, he's like, don't you think about these things, you know? And she's just like, no. But she starts to kind of, I mean, she starts being human again.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's interesting that you don't like it so much because she does things like she walks around naked because she's desensitized to that. You know, she's just like this killing machine.
And I do like naked. I do like naked chicks. I mean,
she's not naked.
Half naked chicks.
Nope. Whatever. Pervert. She's just walking around. You know, it's the thing that we always talk about, how it's really only justified if you're naked if you're like Wolverine or something, or feral or whatever. I mean, it makes sense. They do little nuanced things that make sense in a real world.
Right, like Dr. Manhattan, who, you know, has lost touch with humanity.
But I mean, they also, for the anime quality, obviously there's some ridiculous like action stunts in the beginning especially, and it doesn't ever totally quit. But it's still more grounded than most animes. It's less silly and whatever. So I think people might like it. Some people are going to be the exact same with you and watch the first couple episodes and be like, this is stupid.
Right.
Some people are going to be like me, who bought the full first DVD, and so I had to watch it all.
And see,
like,
that's
not just going to throw it away.
Yeah, that's where I think you're biased.
And so the last couple episodes were decent, and it made me buy the next one, and then that was even better. Right. And then the next season was like, oh, this is really good. I like it.
See, okay, the way I can equate it is like this. Let's say you buy a trade where the first part of the trade is just not good, but the rest of the trade is good.
2 episodes. Trade has at least 4. So already you'd be twice. Whatever.
What I'm saying is, when you go to the comic shop
and
you pick up one issue and you use that one issue to determine how the rest of this is going to be, you know, because there's thousands of comics out there.
Like I say, if you use that argument, then you should have at least watched the full CD.
Yeah, okay.
Anyway, the other thing I wanted to touch on real quick is that there is the manga out there, and it is really popular. It has even more character stuff in it, and it's, you know, it's pretty lengthy. There's a lot of it. 4 million can't be wrong about everything. But maybe the anime.
I'm always right.
So it is kind of hard, you know, based on... I don't disagree with him that the first 2 episodes are bad.
Yeah.
But I still think the entirety's...
Then again, I did have a problem with Gurren Lagann when we did that one because of the big face, the head
not
face.
As much.
But that's true. They're not as much, but that did turn out to be good. You're right. Maybe I should have.
Because you were just kind of like, meh, whatever.
Yeah.
But this one, you were like, I freaking hate this. So I understand. Whatever, you're entitled to your opinion. I say, if you're interested at all about this kind of mercenary dynamic and Revy doesn't rub you quite as bad as then it gets better and it might be worth it for you.
Right.
Just like it was for me. I enjoyed it. I feel like I'm, privileged almost to know about this because I don't think a lot of people have watched the whole thing.
Okay, what I would say is accidentally miss the first couple episodes, and move straight to what, issue 4 or 5? Where would you start?
No, I'd say watch it from the beginning.
I would say
go to muscles. If you can take the first couple episodes, you can take any of the crap that comes up. You know what I mean? Like every once in a while, there's some goofy thing that happens.
All right, maybe you can probably find it on YouTube or something. I would say watch it there, and if you like it, then go out and buy the season. Sure,
yeah. Watch the intro. We both agree on that.
Oh yes, absolutely. Watch the intro,
and then maybe watch some clips on YouTube or something. Right. Just see if it's your flavor. It's action packed. You got to say that, and it's good with character. It really does become good with character. You're just gonna have to trust me on that. The story, you can take it or leave it. The action might be over the top, but the characters are really fun.
Well, there you go. RJ loves it. I hate it with passion. That's how we roll.
All right. Yeah.
Friend us on Facebook. Subscribe to us on YouTube. If you're coming to us at Emerald City Comic Con, please let me know. I'm trying to take a tally. Send us mail, email, hate mail, everything. We love it all. And if you have something to recommend, please do.
Yeah. Comments, please.
Yep.
All right.
Bye.
You. Oh, I thought I had that for sure.
Damn it. There you go.
I should have switched to my other hand.
Yeah, stop using your left hand, man.
See ya. Someday I'll learn.
Someday you will.
Corgi Dad.
When I'm up by one point, you'll learn. You'll be like, oh my god, I have to start using my other hand. Nick actually beat me.
So, we can hate you. Next up, it's Constantine the movie. I'm RJ.
And I'm Nick.
Let's get to it. I wonder what that says about you.
It says I am righteous and awesome.
On camera, that you want to portray yourself as righteous and awesome. Because you don't do that, you don't take a bite of a sandwich and go, Pichow! Pizza's not the same. Everybody does that at pizza. You didn't do it.
Right, yeah. I guess I'm not awesome. Damn it.
Missed your opportunity. Oh, hurry up with your tiny soda. Sugar puss. Sugar puss at work. You should buy stock in Pepsi.
I should.
Actually, you should buy stock in sugar.
I should.
Yeah. I mean, it's in everything you eat.
Even some things that I don't.
Do you put sugar on lettuce? We don't even eat lettuce. Screw that.
Actually, I do eat lettuce sometimes with lots of Caesar dressing.
Yeah, that has sugar in it.
Yeah, I know.
Sometimes I just eat a tablespoon of salt to counteract the sugar.
Ugh.
That was a joke.
Was it 26th?